Hello everyone, it's Mark Berger, Executive Director and Founder of the East Denver Origami Society, coming to you again on the 13th floor with another episode of Things to Do Inside while there's a pandemic outside. And today's project is the Origami Bookmark. And this was designed by Mr. Bob Stack of Massachusetts, and you can find where you might locate his diagrams in my comments below. So you can make this, or you should make it out of a rectangular sheet of paper. The ones that some of you will have received in the mail they're all of the proportion of 1:3, meaning they're 80 millimeters wide by 240 millimeters long. And that gives you this length. If you work on making this using a square just cut in half, you're going to end up with a shorter bookmark. So if you want the nice long one that will fit nicely into a book, I suggest you do the 1:3 ratio. Okay, so I'm going to start out by taking a square sheet of paper and using the X-curve method, I've divided it into 3. And now I'm going to fold one of the flaps over and using my letter cutter. Here's our rectangle. Now we're going to construct a little water bomb base on one end of the model, and we want to make sure that you fold it so that the color you really want ends up being on the correct side. So in this case, I'm going to make a white bookmark with a red crane. So you will want to make sure you have the opposite color of red, the white, on top. And I'm afraid in this model we just can't do the water bomb base by the squash method, which you know is my favorite. So we're going to do it the by the book method, which I call it. So we're going to start out and fold a diagonal from one end. And one way to remember that you're folding it on the correct side is the point is the color that you want the crane to be. So we folded one diagonal, we unfold it, and then we fold it the other way, like so. Now, Rita, are you seeing the creases okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So then we flip it over, and from this center, this intersection, right at that point, we're going to make a horizontal fold, which is, from this side, it's a mountain fold. And then we're going to also make another fold the long direction, and also as a mountain fold. Okay, so here are the preliminary beginning folds. Valley fold, mountain fold, mountain fold. Okay. Okay, now we're going to just pop it into place. And here we have the completed water bomb base at the short end of our rectangle. Now keep your attention onto this center crease, because we're going to take the 2 remaining flaps and we're going to carefully fold them along that center line one at a time, like so. And now we're going to take them one at a time. We're going to open up the paper and we're going to, I love it, we get to squash. So now it's kind of becoming a frog base now that we squashed it from this direction. So that's 1/2 of 2. And now we're going to do the second half of 2. So this is what we have. We have 1 squashed flap, and we have 2. Now we're going to work on them one at a time. We're going to, we can call it petal fold them, but we're going to fold, do a kite fold here. We're going to do a kite fold there, okay? And now we're going to unfold those flaps and imagine a horizontal line here. So we're going to lift this up and fold it back, and we're going to fold in the flaps one at a time, just reversing the creases you had already made, and then carefully fold those corners down one at a time, pulling on the paper. And see, there's our frog base type of fold, and then we'll go ahead and carefully fold it down. So now we're going to repeat the same procedure on the second half. So what did we do? We did a kite fold here. And you want to make sure to do these creases nice and sharp, because that makes it easier to reverse the direction of those folds. Okay, so now we open it up and we lift up the top part, okay, and we carefully fold the corners on the bottom so that they're nice and crisp, and we want to reverse those like so. Okay, in this case, think more of what I say and not what I do. Okay, so now we have these 2 petal folded flaps, one here and one here. And now we're going to take them just like we do when we make a flapping bird. We're going to take this crease and we're going to reverse it carefully to make one of the appendages. Let's say that's the tail. Okay, and then I'll repeat that here to do the neck part. Okay. So there we have the neck, we have the wings, and we have the tail. So let's go ahead now and fold the beak down like so. Okay. So that, so far, we're going to leave the folded crane alone now. Now we're going to work on the bottom part of the bookmark. So let's flip it over to the other side, the colored side, and we're going to do cabinet folds on either side. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to take the left and right top sides and fold those in. I guess you can call those kite folds. And we want to fold them down nice and firmly because there's a lot of paper here. Okay. So you see on the other side, now we don't even see those, we just see wings. Okay, back to the back side. Now we're going to do once more the pair of cabinet folds. Here. and here. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now we need to make the pointed end. And we're going to do that by unfolding the last cabinet folds we did. And then this is kind of important. You see this crease here and here. Okay. Now we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it along this crease, not along the outside edge, but to this crease. So we got 3 sections here and 1 section there. Now that we've done that, we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it up to that crease. So let's look at that again. We fold it here and we fold it here. And then we fold the second set of cabinet folds back together. Make sure everything's creased down. And here's our point. Okay, now there's 2 things left to do to finish up the model. And you see these colored flaps here and here. Well, we want to make them match the color of the main bookmark. And to do that, we take this and we make a diagonal fold here, like so. And then we're going to close it up on the material, like so. We're going to do the same with the other side. Okay, so we make the little diagonal crease, and then we set the material up. Make the little crease and set it. I'm not being particularly impressive now, am I? Oh. That didn't work because you need to have these solid side here. See, my mistake was to have one with a split. Okay, so now we do that. And it works perfectly. Did you get that, Marita?
Sure. That one's missing the tail.
Oh, gee, we folded that in, didn't we? Okay, there we go. All right, so we got the flapping bird. And now you see the bottom, we need to level that off so that the little bird has a base to stand on. For me, this is the hardest part of the model, to get that little base level. Okay, there it is. That's the folded crane bookmark, and it fits in just like so. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any problems, send me a note and we'll work these things out. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.